So I guess we've got a theme rolling in the two videos for this week, and it's all to do with business. Yeah, because we're getting to that point. Handily, we've got 2 or 3 stories relating to business, financial stuff, and investments and things like that. But then we've got 3 which are clearly more player-orientated things. So we'll start with the negative. So, PUBG, which they don't want to be referred to as PUBG, but it's the easiest way to bloody describe it. PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, is going to be introducing paid cosmetics in the next monthly update. I don't know if that's the one coming up in a couple of weeks. Or sorry, in a couple of days. Yeah, it is. So basically, July's update patch got delayed to next week, the first week of August, apparently due to a client crash bug or something. So in this update, they're going to introduce 3 new crates inspired by the Battle Royale movie. Basically, they are there's a Battle Royale one, and there seems to be also a Gamescom crate that seems to be doing the rounds as well. So yeah, the first and second crates, the Wanderer and the Survivor crates, will be free to open. But the Gamescom Invitational crate will cost real-world money to buy. Now, the interesting thing is you can use battle points to buy crates on the reward page, with the Wanderer and the Survivor crates being free to open. But you need a key to open the Gamescom crate, which is $2.50. And you can't get that through battle points. Apparently this is supposed to be supporting the big offline invitational event that they've got going at Gamescom, with 80 players trying to win a prize pool of about $350,000. The real funny thing is the invitational crate is time limited and won't be available even when the show finishes at the end of August. Brilliant, guys. Also, looking at that, if Gamescom is that long, I don't know how many good games are going to be at the bloody convention in the UK. Because when I went last year, okay, I should get it right. The Insomnia event last year was the week after Gamescom. The issue that this year is having is it's the same week as Gamescom, so I don't see that much interesting stuff being there. Now, this is interesting, because if you look at the FAQ for PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, they have stated that it says, are there going to be microtransactions? And they go, yes, but with 2 conditions. 1, only for purely cosmetic items, and 2, only when it's left early access. And then Gamer Sutra's interview says there will be no monetization during early access, it will be afterwards. And then from Discord, when we move for full release, there probably won't be free crates anymore, FYI. But again, there are optional cosmetics that you don't have to buy to play the game. And apparently that, it's weird. They've said that, they won't have any sort of monetization until the game's out of early access, which it isn't. The big twist, though, as well, is they've basically hinted about that this will be funding ongoing development. Well, hang on. Just because I'm nosy. Let's go to Steam. Let's go to the store. And let's see what the #1 game is being played right now on Steam. Top sellers. Oh, look! PlayerUnknown's Battleground. £27. Which isn't full price, because obviously it's early access. At least they're being sensible and they're not charging stuff for that. I'm just intrigued at the stats. So off to Steam Spy we go. Okay, I'm trying to look for the actual sales, or is that actually like sales rather than sales? That's Counter-Strike. Is that okay? Is that just general sales? Jeez, this computer, man. This is a new computer. This isn't the 1844 rig, as you can say by the camera. Right, there we go. PlayerUnknown's Battleground. Owner's data. So, as it stands, and these stats are from the 29th, so the day before I'm recording this, just shy of 6 million people have bought this game at $29.99 US. So, where's the calculator on this thing? Accessories? Yeah, here we go. So, $30. Why isn't it working? I was clicking stuff and then it was 30 times 6,000. Oh, look. I mean, obviously Steam takes a cut, but if you look at it, at the price that it is of $29.99, let's say that everybody that has the game has paid for it. We're already talking about that the game has earned through sales alone in the region of $180 million. That's obviously not accurate or anything, so I don't know. Let's say let's say, you know, if Steam does take a cut of like half, let's say possibly in or around $80 to $90 million. And apparently that isn't enough to fund this game. I know, which is crazy because from what I've heard of the people working on this, they're South Korean designers and developers and everything that are working 13 or 14-hour days, which if you tried to do in the Western world would be seen as unacceptable. It's an interesting move. Certainly the players are being very vocal about it. I think even so much so that if you go to the PlayerUnknown's Battleground Reddit, some of the people seem to be indicating that I don't know if it was this game or something else, but I think, oh no, that was Friday the 13th where one of the mods left. And that isn't even being talked about today. There's so much other stuff going on. But somebody's noted that this whole thing saying that the real money keys and crates is anti-consumer. The person noting that I guess is running this thing in the PC gaming Reddit threads It's the second highest ranked post in the history of Reddit, which obviously is give her around 10 years. And it's obviously top in PUBG. Or it was anyway. It's not now because they're trying to. Yeah, so apparently PUBG is now outperforming Fallout 4. I don't know whether it is in terms of sales or stuff, but either way, the subreddit with all the comments on about this, key and crate system that is a test of how it goes. There's 3,000 comments that are very much, on the whole, negative to this being added in. So, we're not going to be selling 5 million copies every few months or whatever. Really? Didn't stop Minecraft. Okay, Minecraft you eventually had to pay for, but then again you're paying for PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. And people keep playing that. Be interesting to see what happens with that. Also, Activision's back, so thanks to Sony's timed exclusivity basically running out for the standalone version of Modern Warfare Remastered, it's now just arrived on Xbox One and PC. The PC one's interesting though, which I can certainly describe to you myself, because they've been doing a whole, you can play the multiplayer for free with Infinite Warfare. I guess because they're trying to hype up the launch of Modern Warfare Remastered. So, the snag is, okay, it's pretty good. If you want the Legacy Edition, which includes Modern Warfare Remastered, in a bundle, that's on sale at 38% off, and the Digital Deluxe Edition with the Season Pass content and everything is 40% off. Of course, it's more expensive and whatever. But here's the thing. If you look into it and actually select individually Modern Warfare Remastered, if I quickly have a look, if you want Modern Warfare Remastered on its own, right now, it's $34.99. As in, it is the same price as a brand new Call of Duty game would be on Steam. As in, a game that's 10 years old, that's been remastered, is being charged full price. I find this ironic, because of course, this weekend, Bulletstorm, I think, is a third off on Steam. Or at least it was in a part of a 48-hour or 24-hour deal or something. Which had the same issue of being charged full price and nobody bought it. Or not many people bought it, I should say. So, yes, Modern Warfare Remastered has 374 reviews as I'm looking at it now. And all of them are, well, it's mostly negative. I shouldn't say it is negative and everything. Also, if you want the DLC, you've got to pay $15 for that as well. So you're being charged full price. I'm just looking at some of the most helpful comments. 50,000 players used to live here. I'm guessing that's in reference to either previous CODs or the COD Modern Warfare original release. Now it's a ghost town. Our so-called publishers, I guess, blackballed us to the microtransactions, destroyed optimization, the online economy, our nostalgia. Great game ruined by Activision's greed. What happens when money-hungry people get their hands on a good game? Also, what's wrong with remasters these days? Can we not get a good one anymore? If you haven't played the original already, buy the original, not this. I've heard a lot of stuff that Modern Warfare Remastered is got more hackers and more hacking issues than the original Modern Warfare has right now. Which is rather worrying. Yeah, proof that Activision does not give a shit about the PC platform, apparently. They just give a damn about consoles. And even then, they clearly don't give a damn about consoles because they're charging it full price. As it stands, you could probably walk into a GameStop or a Game or whatever it is and somehow get the Legacy Edition for cheaper than it is just to get Modern Warfare Remastered. And remember, the Legacy Edition includes Modern Warfare Remastered in the first place. But it's obviously half the price that they wanted you to get it when it was back out in November. No pressure, guys. If World War II's shit, I think the Call of Duty franchise had either better take a hiatus or die. I think that's the situation that we're probably getting to. On top of all that, in a positive light for a change, basically, because there's 500,000 people still playing Dying Light after nearly 2 years of content, or 2 years of playing, the devs have come forward, Techland, and as a thank you to all the people that are still playing the game, they're going to be doing 10 drops of DLC over the next 12 months, including new enemies, mysteries, in-game events, and items, and whatever. Except, they're doing it for free. So yeah, as they're looking at it with the stats, as it stands, at least a year ago, 500,000 people were playing every week. But, oh wow, Dying Light was 2015. I keep forgetting, so it is 2 years old. I'm probably thinking of the next-gen release. So yeah, when it came out in 2015, its peak was like 700,000. And as it stands, it's now at 500,000, and I think somewhere around that still as well. Even as it stands with 2.5 years on, so yeah. Game developers, please be more like Techland. Do free stuff, because if you do something that's going to alienate the people that are playing your game, they won't play it. You make less money. Bang bang, double. That's a double shot to yourself. It's not like you got that with a gun. It's like that. I wish I had a third hand to try and to emphasize it even more, but I don't. Now I'm getting sick ideas of what I do with Vern Andy. Either way. More business coming up.